Hi guys, this is your girl Lishajoya. Thank you for coming to this YouTube video. If you haven't seen by the title, it's freaking butt Egypt early in the morning, and I'm getting my fanny ready for work. So I don't even know how to even explain this whole. It's not even this week. It's been challenging. It's been the whole month. It's been like crazy, especially in my job. Okay, where do I begin? Okay. We've had so many people quit. So many people quit. So my workload has been like a lot. I've had to do other people's jobs plus my own job and then some extra on top of it. And then we've had people, try to get me fired. Of course, that's an everyday ritual thing. Somebody's always trying to get me fired because, no offense, not trying to toot my own horn, but I am number one at my job besides my boss. Okay? I'm number one. I'm one of the best people there. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I've been there 3 years. I know the tips of the tricks of the trade. I know what the hell I'm doing. Okay? Most of the time. I've had people quit on me in the middle of shift, and I've had to close the store almost by myself. And they still expect me to get out at the same amount of time, even though you're by yourself, almost closing the store by yourself. Well, if you are sensitive to matters of self-harm, you might want to skip this part. I had a young lady coming into my shop, my store, my restaurant, whatever you want to call it, okay? She was previously hospitalized because she decided, like I said, if anybody's coming in who's sensitive to stories of self-harm, get off of this video because this is a story about it. This is what happened this month. She came into my shop. She came in bleeding. And apparently she was hospitalized that day because she tried to self-harm herself on her ankle. And she refused stitches. So she walked from the hospital and to my store in the middle of the freaking night. And she bled almost out into my dining room. She almost bled out. I had to call 911. And apparently she was hospitalized that day and she refused to get treatment. And I had to go all mom on her. I had to prop her leg up. She wanted to get up and smoke her cigarette. And I went all mom on her. And I said, nope, you're not smoking that cigarette. You're going to increase your blood pressure and you're going to bleed out right here. So I had to keep her calm, keep my two crew members, because there's only two of us that close at night. Only three of us total, but me and two other people. She finally saw treatment because I begged and persuaded her like a mom, even though I didn't know her. And I was suicidal when I was in California, when I was homeless for a year. I almost drove my car at 90-something miles per hour off a bridge in California when I was homeless. I know, so I understand that mentality of feeling desperate and wanting to do shit to yourself. Excuse my language. So, and I wish I had someone tell me to not do that. You know what I mean? I wish I had someone to give me some sense of love and some encouragement to not do that. So, she's having problems at home with her family. She got kicked out of the house. And mind you, she's only like 20 years old. She's so young. She's so pretty. You know what I mean? She's got her whole life ahead of her. And my two crew members, hi everybody, it's in the chat. My crew members just stood there and just didn't even help me with her. I'm the one that had to take charge, called cops, and then the police officer came back a few like about an hour later or something like that to get my full details, my ID, all that fun stuff, my statement. And this poor girl's eyes were fixed, like her pupils were fixed. They weren't like adjusting to the light or nothing. So you could tell she was probably in pain or on pain meds or something. And so that's one thing. And she bled out, almost completely bled out into my dining room. So after the cops left, I had to go clean coagulated blood in my dining room and outside. The cops here in this particular state are freaking awesome. They're really compassionate people. They're not like California cops. Okay, I'm sorry to California cops, but these cops are really caring. They go above and beyond. They were trying to give this young lady a 72-hour hold so she could seek some psychological help. You know what I mean? And not just trying to, get her just treated for her wound or whatever and send her on her way. You know what I mean? They wanted to give her some form of help here. So he just did that. And then I had one of my people who quit. He quit in the middle of my shift. The same asshole, excuse my language, but there's no other word to put it. Tattoo face motherfucker. He was trying to sleep with me so he can get a raise or a promotion. And hell no. So he quit in the middle of shift. Then 3 days later, tried to come back and ask for his job. Hello, Summer. How you doing? Hello, everybody. Sorry if I didn't greet everybody. Sorry. So he tried coming back to get his job. And I'm normally the nicest person you can ever meet until you piss me off. Okay? I'm a very direct person. Not sorry for that. At least you don't have to guess what I mean and what I feel. I'm not the type that goes behind people's backs and talks behind people's backs. I say it right to your face. So my boss, he wanted to beg my boss for his job back. And I told my boss, sit down. I'll handle this. I was very pissed off because he quit in the middle of my shift and made my life hell for that shift. I didn't get out till like 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't get off till 2:33. So I had 2 more hours worth of work because the other person was back doing dishes while I'm making orders and taking orders. I was making and taking the orders by myself. And I had another person who was new, who he didn't know really how to take orders or do anything. So pretty much was running the ship by myself, the whole store by myself. So this tattoo Scarface piece of shit goes in and tries to dare ask for his job back. So I told my boss, no, I'll handle it. She's like, no, don't do anything. I'm like, don't worry, I have some words to tell him. So I went and I told him, I said, hey, yo, I don't want you back. You quit in my shift, in the middle of my shift. I did nothing to you. We've been in good terms, you know what I mean, me and you ended up quitting on my shift. That was really fucked up. That's how I worded it. So I don't want you back. And he dared to try to get $2 more per hour. More than I get an hour? For his subpar work ethic. So I pretty much said, I don't want you back. No, I'm not. No, go, buy, shoe. He's all trying to show me his brand new little truck. And I'm like, it's all right. Yeah, when you piss me off, I kind of go to mean girl mode. I could be the nicest person, or I could be the meanest asshole in the world. I'm either super, super nice or a super asshole. I'm not in between. I'm not an in between person. I never have. I never will. So the other person that was there washing the dishes that could help me with the orders decided not to help me. And then a couple days later, that piece of work, that piece of work ends up quitting. And mind you, this guy has been spreading rumors. You ever met like women who spread rumors and are like trying to make it reality to other people? Well, he's the man version of that. He was trying to get me fired and trying to lie that I sit in the office for hours doing nothing in the office. When I don't even sit into the office until the end of the shift after I helped everybody out. I still got to count all the registers. I got to do all the deposits. Not only got to do all the deposits, I have to do the inventory count. When I do the inventory count, I go and I double check everybody if they need freaking help. And I stop what I'm doing for them. And then I go back in after they're done with all their work and after they've clocked out. I sit in the office and I do my inventory, I do all my manager paperwork. I'm even responsible for payroll. So, and these people like this guy likes to spread rumors. So, guess what happened? He quit. Am I sad? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I was so nice to this person, and he ended up treating me like shit and talking shit about me behind my back, telling everybody all this other BS about me. Well, fuck that. No. I'll tell you to your face if I did XYZ thing. And I'll brag about it and I'll put it on my YouTube channel. And you can record it as many times as you want and mix it. I don't get no shits. Exactly. Bye, Felicia's, pretty much. So guess what? Guess what? Since he's been gone, it's been nothing but peace. Nothing but freaking peace. Everybody's getting along again. We were all getting ready to start fighting and start, throwing hands up at each other and at work. Because this guy was creating so much distension and disrespect. So, it's been nothing but peace. Nothing but peace. Then we had one of my rescues pass away on the 2nd. So I've been in grief mode because this little kitty cat, all my rescues are special to me, okay? It's kind of like that piece of my soul gets ripped out every time one of them dies or goes missing, okay? I'm an animal person, completely. I mean, I rescued 5 of my cats from my job alone. And these people, on top of my grief, on top of the stress level, plus I'm also going through, how do I explain it? A shitload of fucking stress at my job because they still expect us to get out by a certain time. But I have people that are not the fastest people in the world. But at least I have the people to help me. So, yeah. I'm pretty much alone. And they still want me out. And then plus I clock out and I'm still doing work after I've clocked out. So I'm doing free work and they're still complaining about how late I'm getting out, which is a bunch of shit in my opinion. They should be grateful that someone gives a shit about their job so much to make sure that store is beautiful, pristine, that we're core ready, that we're audit ready, that we're ready for the next day to be prepared for the next shift, that I'm taking care of the next shift, making sure everything's fully stocked and beautifully taken care of. Well, because of my extreme attention to detail, I stayed an hour and a half after last Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. And guess what happened on Thursday on my day off? We got audited. And guess who gave them 100% on the audit score? Yeah, me. And yet they want to complain about how late I stayed. That's quite sus. It's like they don't, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. I mean, I like the company itself. But I don't like the way some of the management is. How's that? I like the company. If I like the values, the core values, but I just don't like some of the management. Speaking about management, my new boss, we've had our bumps in the road. Okay, me and her. But her and I, we just talked it out. I told her exactly how I felt. I said, hey, B, guess what? You know what? You cannot be like this at me. Period. Told her to her face. And she's like me. She tells it to your face right then and there. She doesn't hold back either. And that's something I respect. I respect when someone has the courage to tell me to my face, not behind my back, not me have to guess. I have to assume something. And she just told me to my face, and we worked it out and we hashed it out. And now we have a level of understanding where we have each other's back. And it's kind of nice because, you know, it's kind of nice when your new main boss understands you a little bit better. May not be perfect, but at least you have some form of understanding. But lately, the old management is still guiding my new boss. My ex-boss's wife is also a manager at another location. Get this. Still influencing our manager's group chat. We have a manager's group chat, so I see manager group chat, all the complaints and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. Always something. I can't get away from it. It's really annoying. It's like part of the old blah blah blah. You suck stuff. Like you did this, you did that. You suck. Always. It's like before I thought with this new management with my new boss that it was gonna stop, but with the old management chiming in, kind of like griping at everything little do, that every little freaking thing you do. If you sneeze the wrong, yeah, exactly. If you sneeze the wrong way, you know, you're a bad person. Well, guess what happened a couple of days ago? We have something called PRCs, which is basically complaints. Okay. I have two new people, and they're not the greatest workers on the planet. I was working alone with another young lady, and her and I were working on drive-through orders and dining orders, and we were swamped. I literally had, I think, 9 pages. It was 9 pages amongst the drive-through and the dining room orders, and they weren't small. I mean, this is like after like 8 o'clock. I mean, people come in and order 45 items for one car. Okay. All right. So we had 9 pages. So, and we also had DoorDash, Uber Eats, all those freaking orders wrapped up in one little cookie. And they weren't small. And the people in the drive-thru kept taking order after order after order after order after order after order. I literally was constantly expediting for 4.5 hours. I didn't get my break until almost midnight. Yeah, right when I had to pull one of my registers, my second register. Anyways, I was pissed the freak off because I had this new girl. Her name is Drew. Yeah, I'm putting her name out there. She kept disappearing off the line, and she's supposed to be helping us stuff the food, like put the food together, you know, like be the middle person, put the ingredients in the middle of it, and then I make sure everything's right. It's called the expediting position. It's almost like the last resort. No, like kind of like Chef Gordon Ramsay, how he expedites the food, make sure everything's correct and everything's right. That's me at my job. Make sure everything's in the bag, everything's ready to go. Well, this girl keeps disappearing. Yes, Yes, last check before delivery. Not just delivery, but it's making sure that all the sauces are supposed to be in there. Every last item is supposed to be in there the way it's supposed to be. They want lettuce, if they want this, if they don't want lettuce, that type of stuff. So you never know if people have an allergy. So we have to wipe our line down. Well, anyways, this girl Drew keeps disappearing off the line. All right, and this girl pissed me off all night long. I was just not having it. And we were delayed for 30 minutes. Yes, we had a 30-minute wait time. And it was just me and one other chick making food. And this girl Drew was supposed to help us, but she kept finding ways to disappear off the line by sweeping or wiping something. Or, kept disappearing. So when we finally got a moment after we finally cleared all the orders out, guess what I caught her doing? And she dared to talk back to me, and I did not hold back. I was not a nice person. I was not a nice person. You're not allowed to have beverages where the food is at, because your saliva on the drink or your straw can cross-contaminate onto the food. Okay, what if your drink spills as well? You know what I mean? Your mouth germs are in that cup from the straw to the food, into the drink. It gets all over the food. Then your mouth germs get all over the place. And guess what we've got to do? Bleach the whole freaking thing before we can serve any more food. That's the policy. We have strict cleanliness policies at my place, and I like that. But these people do not respect that. So I told her, you can't have your drink here. And she's like, well, you don't watch everybody. And I'm like, what? I gave her that look. I went, what? What? Excuse me? If I tell you you cannot have your drink over here, and I tell you have a place over there, you can place your drink. I have no opposition with you having a drink. I have an opposition with where you're drinking it. And she's like, well, you don't watch everybody, blah, 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 blah. And I said, you know what? Give me this. And I grabbed that's what I did. She put her drink back down on one of our shelves right by the food. Guess what I did? I grabbed it and I slammed it in the trash can where it exploded in the trash can. I did not hold back. And I said, I throw away everybody's drink. You can ask everybody here. I always ask, hey, is this your drink? Nobody answers me. Guess what I do? Sometimes I feel like I'm being nice. I'll put it in the bag for somebody and say, whoever's drink this is, I put it right here. But if I don't like you and you piss me off for the day, I'm throwing your shit out. I don't give a damn if it's an energy drink and you bought it at the convenience store. I don't care. You leave your drinks there and you fully know the rules. I will throw your stuff away. I don't even drink like that. But she had the damn nerve to fucking, excuse my language, to talk back to me. So I was very happy when she left. Yeah, pretty much. So I got pissed off. And her friend works with us. They're sharing a vehicle. So she's apparently borrowing his car or something. And she kept talking like underneath her breath all night long. All night long. Trying to say something like towards me, but passive aggressive, but without saying it to my face. But you could tell she was saying something towards me. So I said, Drew, if you have something to say to my face, be a woman and get your woman balls ready and tell me to my face. Don't go behind my back and don't mutter it like a child. I went there. I pretty much was drowning. I was drowning in her BS to the point I wasn't even going to have it. I was drowning in her BS. And because of her, we were late for 30 minutes on our orders that I got 2 PRCs against me that night. Yes, this last Wednesday night, I got 2 PRCs. PRCs are complaints because we were so backlogged on our food that um it was just crazy. Okay. Between all like 8 or 9 pages, we had maybe like, oh gosh, how many? I think I try to count how many. 140 something items to make. Yeah, between 2 people. And a person was complaining because they wanted their money back. Well, I'm just a regular manager. I don't have the authority to even give a refund. Yep. Welcome to being a manager at my job. I don't even I have the power to do payroll, but I don't have the power to give a refund. Otherwise, I would have given a refund. And I was very nice to the people. And I wished them a good day. Guess what they said? They lied and said that I was rude towards them. Yes, I was a little firm, but I wasn't rude. I was firm, not rude. I wish them a good day. I hope them to find a better experience somewhere else. That's all I said. I got a 2 PRCs, and guess who got called on the phone in the middle of making all these orders from my boss, asking me what had happened. Why do you got 2 complaints? Against you. Your PRCs are against you. And then the other person, one that's the old management, chimes in and starts telling me, I got 2 PRCs. I need to be nicer to the customers and blah 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 blah, without even hearing my side. And I told her, I tried telling her, yo, we were understaffed. And I didn't explain how we were understaffed. We did have 6 people, but 2 of them weren't really doing the job. So I technically only had 4. I had 2 order takers and I had 2 people on the line making the food. Okay? Because Drew kept walking off the line. And her little friend isn't that great himself either. Lazy. He's the type that will start doing the dishes and he'll stare at the sink filling up and not do anything else while it's filling up because he's lazy. Yep. So, I've had a very challenging month. A very freaking challenging month. I'm actually thinking about looking for another job, to be quite honest. I've been thinking about this for like a while now. I haven't been happy for a while now. But I like the company. You know what I'm saying? I like the company. And I like what the whole meaning of the company means. So, but I just don't like how I'm being fake promised promotion. That's another thing. I'm being fake promised promotion. Okay, you guys know I had a previous boss. He quit in October, right? He was my general manager. For 3 years, he was promising me to become assistant manager so I could become the regional general manager. Promising me and dangling it in front of my face like a fucking carrot. And kept, even on my 2 days off in a row, even if I wasn't there, always saying, Lisha, you did this and you did this and you do that in the manager's group chat. Or trying to embarrass me for something I didn't even do. Or embarrass me for a mistake that everybody makes. And like the whole shaming BS-ery. Well, I realized that I'm set up for failure from the management. I realized that. And I'm frustrated. And the reason why I'm frustrated is because I was supposed to go for my career day December 23rd. No, December 21st. It's one of these, either December 21st or December 23rd. 21st or 23rd. It's one of those two. I forgot. Okay, all I know it's a Wednesday. I was supposed to go for career day. I was supposed to drive 100 miles to career day. And what ended up happening is they wanted us to stay an hour later on the eve of Thanksgiving than our normal operating hours. We were supposed to close at 2 o'clock normally, and they wanted us to stay to 3. Well, I forgot about that. They wanted us to stay to 3. So I closed at 2. I wanted to be with my family on Thanksgiving. But no, they wanted us to stay an hour later on Thanksgiving. Who in their right mind goes to a fast food restaurant that late at night for an extra hour past the normal operating hours that's stated in the online and on our doors, or even our holiday hours? So I got busted, and that ruined my career day. That ruined my chances of being promoted. That one little incident. And I believe I was set up for failure for that. So that's another reason why I'm frustrated. That's another reason. So mixed with that girl, tried to committing the unthinkable on herself. People quitting, people being rude and disrespectful, lying about me, thinking they could shake me. You know what I mean? I've been through worse stuff. I mean, all I gotta say is bring it on. Game on. I'm not afraid of a challenge. I am the challenge. My whole life is a challenge. I'm constantly in pain. Ever since I battled my cancer, I have fibromyalgia pain all throughout my right arm. Okay? All throughout my right arm. I live with pain chronically anyways because I was born with arthritis, and I try not to make excuses for my life. You know what I mean? And I'm just at the point where I'm just like, I feel like I'm just being set up for failure at this company. So honestly, I've been thinking about going to a different company because God forbid if you're positive. God forbid if you want to bounce back and fight for your shift. And I don't work in like a fancy restaurant like Gordon Ramsay, you know what I mean? But I do talk like I work in one of them. I need 2 more of this, more to the pass. Oh, I'm gonna hand you your chicken. How much food do you have on your line? I'm bringing you 2 more bags of this to the pass. How many do you need? Wrappers? Do you need bags? What do you need? I got your back. You know what I mean? That's how I talk to my crew. And they know it. And I've told them, hey, how would you feel if I quit? And they know what they said? Oh no, all of them said the place would burn up without me there. I almost laughed and spit out my drink. So, but I have been thinking about going to another company because I don't feel like they're going to take me serious because I really know the cost of being promoted to a new position. I know the cost. I know the cost. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to have lots of challenges. They're going to tell me I suck more. You know what I mean? I could just tell them, bring it on. Challenge accepted. You're going to bring me what? Pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. It's just right now, I'm just like really pissed off because I give my all to this place and I even work an hour to almost an hour and a half off the clock. Almost every day I work. And there's no fucking appreciation for shit. But the store is always clean, pristine, and ran. Yeah. So the other thing I feel like I was being set up for failure because the old previous management wouldn't even teach us how to change the filters to the fryer or even show us how to filter the fryer. And it wasn't until my new boss sent me a YouTube video so I could learn how to do it myself. And now I know how to do it. But the previous administration or the previous management only let that person and 2 more other people. And guess what? They're not there no more. So there was no one there to know how to do the basic thing to take care of the equipment, like the fryers. Because no one gives two shits to take care of the basic equipment. So I feel like I'm being set for failure again. You know what I'm saying? How can you be a manager and not know how to take care of your equipment? Period. You have to be able to take care of your equipment. Your fryers, you have to know how to tell if they need to be changed. Oh, and I also got in trouble for changing out get this. I got in trouble. God forbid I got in trouble for this. God forbid. It's the reason why I'm thinking about, another reason why I'm thinking about quitting, because it's a principle of the matter. I got in trouble for changing out the oil, completely draining it. I watched a YouTube video on how to do it. And I drained the one side because it was black and smoking. And not only was it a fire hazard, but you know that extra black stuff that's in fryers? That's carcinogenic to people. That's cancer causing. That's a health violation. I got in trouble for that. You know why? Because they did not stock the oil. They did not stock oil. We've been running out of things that would normally common. Not stocking oil, bags, drinks. There was times we had no beef for our products. They even served the people. We ran completely out. There was no cheeses at all. Nothing. And yeah, so I just feel like this whole thing is being set up for failure. Pretty much. So I got in trouble for filtering the fryer. Not only filtering the fryer, but I got in trouble for draining an all black fryer that was smoking. Go figure. What kind of the hell? Why would I get in trouble for doing something that I'm supposed to be doing? I even watched a YouTube video on how to do it. Just so I can, but we didn't even have any oil to even fill up the one side after I changed it. So like I said, I feel like I'm being set up for failure. So this whole month has been freaking challenging in itself at my job. And I've been thinking about looking for another job. Actually, I have been looking for, I haven't been just been thinking, I have been looking. I make quite a good, decent living at my manager job, to be honest. I make bonuses. I have insurance, which I'll be getting my teeth and my glasses, my new glasses. But other than that, you know, I don't know what other benefit it is. They're not going to promote me no matter what I do. Like I'm on my way to going into work tonight. So what time is it? I don't even remember what time it is. What time is it? Hold on a second. We're going in the dark together. All right, it's like 5:40, almost 5:50 my time right now. I'm supposed to be at work at 8 in the morning. But guess what they want? We're supposed to show up about 15 minutes early to, to get some of the stuff done. They want us to work off the clock. Yeah. They want us to take the labels off. They want us to relabel everything before 8 o'clock in the morning. And we're supposed to be starting our shift at 8. So how in the hell is that even plausible? We're getting in trouble for going in early. We're getting in trouble for showing up early to our jobs. Even if we work for free for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, getting a head start on our day, instead of feeling like we're being rushed and being shitty-minded or in a shitty mood, we'll be able to be more relaxed and more happier. They don't want us doing that. They want us to start our shift at 8 o'clock in the morning, but they want everything done by that time. How does that work out? How does that work out? Really, how does that work out? They want us to have all the labels printed by 8, but we can't start our shift till 8. Doesn't make sense. There's a whole lot of stuff. So, and I'm beside myself. And then plus the death of one of my rescues, and I have one of my other rescues that won't come in the house, and he's got a foot injury, and I've been trying to catch him, and he's not trying to come in. So, that's that type of stuff. Plus the whole incident with the girl coming in and almost bleeding out in my lobby. Yeah. After we just cleaned the lobby and she almost bled out, and then I had to go back and re-clean everything all over again. Hopefully she's okay though, because I know it's like to be in that essay suicidal mindset. I know it's like. Believe me, I was in California and I was in a particular relationship and I was homeless for a year, and the person kept dangling their little house in front of my face and promising me marriage after 22 years of off and on stuff, and I pretty much didn't feel like I wanted to be here anymore after that. But in my instance, I was driving 90 something miles per hour. I was on the 5 freeway. I was going north. Yeah, I was going north. I was right by my old exit, Camp Pendleton exit, where I used to live at in California. I don't know how this happened, but it was a miracle. I was just thinking my life wasn't worth it no more. We were living in hotels, going from hotel to hotel. It was in the middle of COVID. I was working two jobs, plus I was doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Instacart to kind of keep the money flowing, because hotels are expensive out there. And it's even more now than when I was homeless. And I didn't feel like I had any value anymore, because the person that I was with didn't give me that value. So I didn't feel like I want to be here no more. So I was driving 90 something miles per hour. And I was about to go off the one little off ramp where the 76 or 78 meets the 5. I was about to go hit that brick wall, and I was about to go down. Yep, I was ready to go. But something happened. My car stalled. My car stalled. That's the weirdest thing. My car freaking stalled. And then I pulled over on that Camp Pendleton thing, because my car stalled. And it just, my thing started, and I cried. I cried so bitterly, and so I cried very bitterly. And then when the ex decided to break up with me because of quote unquote COVID, I kind of went my low for a moment. And then I got pissed off. I started thinking, and I got pissed off. Very pissed off. So I understand what it's like to feel suicidal. I know it's like. And so that girl who came into my lobby bleeding out and wanting to end herself, I didn't judge her, because I knew what she was going through. I knew it. I could see it in her face. And, hopefully she's getting some help, because we all need it. Believe me. So, but yeah, I felt suicidal over my ex, who didn't want to take me in as I was homeless, yet he wanted to marry me. All he wanted to do was fuck me, and that's it. And if he's still alive watching this, fuck you, bitch. If you're watching this. Anyways, not you guys, but if it's my ex watching, that's my message to him. Anyway. So, yeah. Sorry. But anyways, this whole month has been challenging. I mean, my home life is wonderful, but everything else was just like, at least I have a safe haven here. My house is a mess, but at least I have a safe haven here. And I have a wonderful husband now who I can be vulnerable to and I can talk to, and my feelings are valid. You know what I mean? I can tell him my deepest secrets, and I can tell my vulnerabilities, and he doesn't hold them against me. And he doesn't tell me, that's too much drama. You know what I mean? He actually sits, listens, and attentive for the most part, But he does tell me to take a chill pill from time to time. At least he tells me to my face, you know what I mean? But he's very loving about it, So I'm very, very grateful that my home life is a safe place right now. And I can be vulnerable and in a safe environment. So I'm just very, very overjoyed with that part, So if I didn't have the safe place, this month would have been I don't know what I would have. I don't know what I would have. I think I'd be even angrier than I am now. You know. But at least I have my husband to talk to. You know, and um, who is my best friend and my second life partner too. On top of it all, so I have him in both worlds, and I'm very, very grateful. You know, so I'm gonna end this stream here. I gotta finish getting ready for work. Um, Coffee's ready, and my husband's snoring in the background. But that's basically how everything is. Um, so that's how this whole month has been. So if you guys have missed some of the stuff that I had said, you're gonna have to go back and go to the beginning and just know, um, what the whole context of everything I said. Thank you, Juno and Angel. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm blessed. I appreciate it more than I know. You know what I mean? But I think we're all blessed. The fact that we're able to get up and have this breath living inside of us. You know what I mean? Don't take it for granted. You know what I mean? Because I mean, after I battled my stage 2 breast cancer and I went through all my experimental stuff, I mean, I still got I got fibromyalgia pain. That's one of the side effects from the experimental drugs they put me in Mexico. Okay? So, I mean, I have arthritis, so I'm always in some form of pain all the time. All the time. Some days it's excruciating. You know what I mean? Some days I can't even move my joints. But I just, you just take a deep breath and appreciate that you woke up that morning with those pains that you can still feel, you know. So, anyways, I love you guys. Thank you guys for being with me for this long. It's been 40 something minutes. You've been with me almost the whole time. I appreciate you guys. I'll stream some other time. I don't know when. I'm not making promises, but I do appreciate you guys for being here today, and you guys are amazing. And I'll see you guys later. This means I love you in American Sign Language, and you guys take care. Signing off. See you on the flip side. Getting ready for work. Thank you.